Board of Trustees. Mr. President, Borough President, Marshall, distinguished faculty members, parents, family, and friends, and to the class of 2009, to each and every one of you who are receiving a degree today, congratulations. Congratulations to you. My fellow honoree, I am honored to be honored with you. And to all of those of you that are returning here to this beautiful and historic campus of this great college, that find a way to get in the way during the 1960s, not only in Mississippi, Georgia, and South Carolina, Prince Edward County, Virginia, but all across the South. Thank you for doing what you did. Thank you for getting in the way. You know, Mr. President, since everyone else is cutting their talk short, I think I should be short. I would love to go on a little while and tell your story too, but I know with the rain coming down, it's not the right thing to do. But I'm so proud to be here. I'm so happy to be here. When I think about being here on this campus, it's almost sacred for me. It's special. It's almost standing on holy ground. When I see this banner, unbelievable banner, saying Cheney, Goodman, Turner, it takes me back to a place. It takes me back to a time. Some of you know that I grew up in rural Alabama, about 50 miles from Montgomery, outside of a little place called Troy. My father was a sharecropper, a tenant farmer. But back in 1944, when I was 4 years old, and I do remember when I was 4, my father had saved $300, and with the $300, he bought 110 acres of land. My family still owns that land today. But when we would visit the little town of Troy, 5 years ago, the state of Mississippi had a black voting age population of more than 450,000, and only about 16,000 blacks were registered to vote. People had to pass a so-called literacy test, pay a poll tax. Similar to in Alabama, you had to interpret certain sections of the Constitution. On one occasion, a man was asked to count the number of bubbles in a bar of soap. How many graduates here today can count the number of bubbles in a bar of soap? Or count the number of jelly beans in a jar? People stood in unmovable line. It is hard for me to believe that in 1964, when these three young men, James Cheney, African American, Andy Goodman, Mickey Turner, white, Jewish, went out to investigate the burning of a black church. They were stopped, arrested, jailed, taken to jail, taken from jail by the sheriff, turned over to the Klan where they were beaten, shot, and killed. And I tell you as graduates, these three young men didn't die in the Middle East. They didn't die in Eastern Europe. They didn't die in Africa or Central or South America. They died right here in our own country, trying to get all of our citizens to become participants in the democratic process. And as students, as graduates, as leaders of the 21st century, you too must find a way to get in the way. Hopefully you will not be beaten, you will not be arrested, you will not be jailed, but find a way to get in the way. Find a way to stand up for what is right, for what is just, for what is good. little story. When I was growing up outside of Alabama, about 50 miles from Montgomery, I had an aunt by the name of Geneva. And my aunt Geneva lived in what we call a shotgun house. She didn't have a green manicure lawn. I know what I'm talking about because I was born in a shotgun house. And I know here at Queen College, you don't even know what a shotgun house is. But a shotgun house is an old house. Those of you who worked in Mississippi, in Georgia, in South Carolina, the other parts of the South, you know what I'm talking about. Shotgun house, old house, one way in, one way out. Maybe a general. At night, you can look up through the holes in the ceiling and count the stars. And when it would rain like it's raining today, my aunt would get a bucket, a pail, a tub, and catch the rainwater. From time to time, she'd walk out into the woods and take branches from a dogwood tree and tie these branches together and make a broom, and she called that broom the breast room. And she would sweep this dirt yard very clean, sometimes 2 and 3 times a week, especially on a Friday or Saturday, because she wanted the dirt yard to look very good during the weekend. For those of you who don't really know what a shotgun house is, in the non-violent sense of the old house, where you can bounce a basketball through the front door and it will go straight out the back door. But one Saturday afternoon, a group of my brothers and sisters and a few of my first cousins, while playing in my Aunt Geneva dirt yard, and an unbelievable storm came up. The wind started blowing, the thunder started rolling, the lightning started flashing, and the rain started beating on the tin roof of this old shotgun house. My aunt became terrified. She started crying. She thought this old house was going to blow away. The wind continued to blow, the thunder continued to roll, the lightning continued to flash, and the rain continued to beat on the tin roof of the old shotgun house. And when one corner of this old house appeared to be lifting from its foundation, Aunt had us to walk to that corner to try to hold the house down with our little body. When the other corner appeared to be lifted, had us to walk to that side to try to hold the house down with our little bodies. We were little children walking with the wind, but we never ever left the house. I said to you graduates, the wind may blow, the thunder may roll, the lightning may flash, and the rain may beat on our house. Call it the house of Queen College, call it the house of New York, call it the house of America, call it the world house. We all live in the same house. Maybe our mothers and our fathers, our foremothers and our forefathers all came to this great land in different ships. We all in the same boat now. It doesn't matter whether we're black, or white, or Latino, or Asian American, or Native American. We're one people, we're one family, we are one house. The American house, the world house, stay with the house. Stay with the house of Queen College. Walk with the wind. Walk with the spirit of Cheney. Walk with the spirit